So some instructors teach this method. First on the brake, you lift the clutch. When you feel slight rumbling, car's ready to go. I'm just going to show you with my trainers off so you can see how much I'm going to press the pedals, alright? So luckily I'm wearing socks so you guys don't have to see shakiness of the car if the car is ready to go. If you get that inch wrong, that slight half a second wrong, the car will stall. Literally it's half it because your brake. If you want to understand clutch control and how to have exceptional clutch control, or simply maybe you're an automatic student and you want to see the difference between a manual and an automatic car, watch this video. We're going to give you a full description on how to have clutch control. We're going to show you the little intricacies that you need to know. Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Support our channel, guys, by subscribing to us. It's only a click for you guys, but it's a big difference to our channel. You are part of the family that we're in this driving industry, so support us and share and like and subscribe. Here we have the pedals: A, B, C, accelerator, brake, clutch. Accelerator is also known as a gas, alright? So for clutch control, you put the clutch fully down, you go to gear 1, you lift the clutch up slowly, you cover the gas, and you're ready to go. The handbrake right now is up, so let me just show you. There's a handbrake. So that's one method of using clutch control. When the handbrake is up, you're at the biting point, and the way you'll know you're at the biting point, the clutch is roughly halfway up, the car will shake slightly or judder, or the noise of the engine will become slightly deeper. First over the gas. Now depending on the road surface, depending on how fast you want to move off, you tap the gas slightly, or if it's a quiet road, you cover it so you're ready to press it. So for my new drivers, we go to a quiet road, we make them put their foot over the clutch so they're ready to press it. And then on the main road, when they're a bit more experienced, we'll be pressing it slightly. I'm just going to show you with my trainers off so you can see how much I'm going to press the pedals, alright? So luckily I'm wearing socks so you guys don't have to see my smelly feet. Anyway, so the clutch will be down into gear 1. You lift the clutch up slowly, roughly about halfway, so roughly about there. My heel right now isn't on the floor. Depending on the size of the feet, it can be on the floor or can be slightly above. With the gas and brake, the heel should ideally be on the floor. That way you don't stamp on it. But obviously if you have small feet, then no problem, lift it, but just be careful not to stamp on it. So again, covering the gas, I'm not going to press it, and that's roughly clutch control. Roughly that's how you're going to use it. Now, how do we use clutch control in different surfaces? And that's the main point about clutch control. Let's go through that now. Also, don't forget, some people don't use a handbrake. The handbrake will be down and then they get to the biting point first. Some people use a handbrake. So I teach my students with the handbrake. There's two main reasons for that. One is you don't roll back. And two, you're ready to go forward and the feet's on the gas. So you're ready to accelerate as soon as the car moves, giving that power that you need to move off quickly. So let me show you the difference with the clutch in order to use clutch control. So you're going to lift it slowly halfway. It's roughly there, say. It's going to shake. The car shake is ready to move. Now you either lift it slightly a bit higher, that kind of distance, an inch. Let me just move my feet down again. So you're going to lift it. And if the car doesn't move, lift it an inch higher like that. If it's too high, the car will shake. It wants to stall. You lift the clutch down a little bit. Push it down a little bit there. So those are the differences, the inch control that you need in order to have good clutch control. If you're on a hill going upwards, you tap the gas. If you look again, gently like that, gently like that, just an inch. If you need more, a bit more. Same with the brake. Press the brake a little bit, inch by inch. If you need it, inch by inch. Now, how do you use clutch control to control the speed of the car? So without the brake or gas, you lift the clutch down, you push the clutch down, lift up to the bind point, and let the car roll. If it doesn't roll, lift an inch. If it goes a bit too fast, dip an inch. If it goes way too fast, push it back down and brake a bit. Use the brake now to control the speed. If you come to a stop, so you brake, come to a stop, come off the brake, lift the clutch to the bind point, let the car roll gently, gently. Now, if you need more power, lift it again a little bit, just a little bit like that, an inch. Bit more, bit more. The more power you need, keep lifting it. If it goes too fast, dip it down again, dip it down inch by inch. Again, if the car's going way too fast, push it all the way down and carry on braking. If you're on a hill, you lift it, you might press the gas a little bit there, but don't just press and let go. You press a little bit and hold it. And So the gas is there, the clutch is slightly halfway. That gives you some power. That's one way of using it. Other instructors, let me put my trainers back on. Okay. So another method of using clutch control is without the handbrake. So some instructors, especially the older instructors, they'll teach with the foot on the brake. So the handbrake is down. So let's say the handbrake is down. Okay, I'm just gonna put it back up so I don't roll. But anyway, some instructors will teach there's a gas, foot on the brake to get to the clutch control, clutch fully down, go down to gear 1, and then you're gonna lift the clutch till you're slightly at the bind point, and then when you're ready to go, come off the brake and carry on releasing the clutch. So some instructors teach this method. First on the brake, you lift the clutch. When you feel slight rumbling, car's ready to go, come off the brake quickly, lift the clutch. The reason why I, as an instructor, don't teach this method, as I mentioned earlier on, there's two reasons why. This method, you need really, really good control of the car, really good clutch control, and a heck of a lot of experience. You have to know the difference between that inch movement and the shakiness of the car if the car is ready to go. If you get that inch wrong, that slight half a second wrong, the car will stall. Literally, it's half because you're braking, the clutch is trying to move the car, and so it's two opposite things happening at the same time. So if you get that, if you lift the clutch a bit too early while the foot's still on the brake, you will stall the car. So that's one reason why I don't teach this method. Number two, if your foot was over the gas and the handbrake was up, you'll hear the car slightly shake. You're ready to go. As soon as the handbrake goes down, you can press the gas as you lift the clutch, and the car will move quite quickly and smoothly. Obviously, other instructors will teach slightly differently. So it's not wrong. Both methods are not wrong. It just depends on the instructor how they want to teach. So me as an instructor, I'm trying to make you guys pass and pass safely. Don't forget. So this method is safe purely because the handbrake is up. That way you don't roll. Number two, your foot's on the gas. You're ready to move off quite quickly with a bit more power when needed. If you do this method, you're a bit more likely to stall, and you have to be quick enough, find the balance, and be really experienced in order to do this. Both methods are not wrong. I think the first method with the handbrake is safer, and number two, you don't roll back in case you're on a road that's slightly hilly. Hopefully that was understandable. Do watch our other videos where we show you on the road how to practically use clutch control. This video was a really in-depth analysis and an explanation on how to have clutch control. But do watch our other videos where we practically show you how to use it. It's really important to understand that. We made the videos fairly short, so it's easier to digest. Do watch our other videos, and that will give you a practical idea of how to apply the clutch control. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Subscribe to our channel for all the latest videos, and also tips and secret tips and ideas of what the examiners want from you as a student. But in today's video, hopefully you would have picked up the fact that you can use a handbrake to have clutch control, and this way, from my point of view, it's a little bit safer so that you don't roll back and your foot's ready to have power to move off forward and at a pace that you need to go at. If you use it without the handbrake, then your foot's over the brake, and then you have to be quick enough to move across to the gas, be safe enough, make sure you have the threshold of the biting point at the right point, otherwise it will stall. So those are the two methods that we showed you in today's video.